Well, well, well. Friday night. Different night for me for a change. Thought I'd mix things up, a variety being the spice of life and all that. Hey Darcy, yes, phone the neighbours, wake the kids. Is live. I thought that said alive to start with. Honestly, if you see me about an hour ago, you wouldn't have thought that. I didn't realise that Friday night would be such a rush to get this this shit together. But here we are, and just about getting ready to set up. As usual, cracking a nice beer for the evening. I have a holiday next week off work, so tonight I am going to start off with some 80s tunes. Bit obscure, or well, probably not really obscure as in you've probably never heard of these bands and they're on private presses or labels. These are all on well-known-ish labels, but it's pretty much B-list metal, and it's B-list metal that I have a lot of time for. So how's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for jumping on. There'll be chapter links below so you can jump straight to the tunes, and this time around I've checked I've checked I'm actually able to play all of these. The last time I did a live stream, one track that I played by a band called Eradicator was blocked by CD Baby, and they just nuked the whole video. So that was a bit of a blow. So I've done a little bit of homework this time around, and all these tracks can be played. It means I'll never be able to monetize my channel, but that's so be it. Hey Marty, good to see you. Hope you're having a good start to the weekend as well. Triple M. Right, so I'm going to kick it off anyway, because I'm going to listen to some music and have some beers. I'm going to start off with this band, which is Blackout, and their debut album, Evil Game. And the track I'm going to start off with is A Victim of the Night, track 3, side 2. As usual, let me know what you think of these, if you've heard of these bands. I don't actually know a great deal about many of the bands I'm showing tonight. They're all things that have kind of worked their way into my collection when I found them over the years. I don't think I knew of any of these bands pretty much back in the day, but they're all from the 80s, and they're all good to check out, I think. So let's kick off with A Victim of the Night. So track 3, side 2. See how good my aim is. Let me know how the volume is. Hopefully you can hear me over the top, because I am going to be talking over the top of it. So, Blackout, what I do know about them is they are Dutch, and this is one of the albums that they did in the 80s. Oh, we've got some people joining now, that's good. Welcome everybody. Yeah. Nothing says metal Friday night than marmalade on toast. Hey Mika, thanks for joining. Do you know these guys, Thomas? Yeah, Motorhead-ish. I'd say a bit of Tank as well in there. Morning, Brendan. Welcome aboard, Jason. How you doing, mate? Do you know what? There's going to be a lot of these songs I'm going to play tonight. I've got 13 in total from 12 different albums. It's only about 50 minutes of music, so I expect the stream will be about an hour and a quarter, hour and a half at the most, with my mastering over the top. But there's a lot of vocals on these albums which sound like other bands, one or two other bands, and they don't, and I can't always figure them out. You know, I concur. I've not listened to this album in years. So I'm wonder by this one. So these are all, let's say, they're kind of obscure, in which probably not a lot of people have heard of them, but that's probably because they just weren't that popular. So I picked this one out. 2019, just £10 off eBay. It's on Roadrunner, Hatrik. Yeah, I call these obscure, but they're not obscure like Alan would show in Heavy Metallurgy, and would be pressed on palm leaves and on a single that only ever had 2 copies in the world. So these are all Roadrunner, Mausoleum. What else we got? Banzai even in here. So there's a few different labels, but you've heard of all the labels probably more than the bands. Yeah, that's right. I'm picking probably some of my favourites off these albums, so they're not always necessarily. Here we go. So that was Victims of the Night. Yeah, the tracks I pick aren't always necessarily going to be representative of a whole album. That's the word I was looking for. But you guys can go check them out now you've heard of them. There we go, classic Roadrunner label, Triple R 204. All right, mate. Thanks for jumping on. Always good to see you. This goes with one of those inner sleeves with a few classic albums on there. And I am going to do that thing. You know, when you do videos, you don't put things back in the sleeves because it takes forever and you just look a dick. Well, I'm going to be looking a dick if I can't get them in, because I'm not putting 15 albums away after. That's for sure. Okay, so that was Blackout and Victims of the Night. Next up, what are we gonna play? We're gonna play a band called from America. Called from Illinois, actually, called Hatrik, and this is The Beast. You can tell from the cover it's not going to be A-list metal, can't you? And you can tell from the back. I mean, look at those guys. This is actually what, 1984, 85. Sorry. I think Blackout was 84. I don't think I mentioned that, but this is Hatrik from 1985, and this isn't. You know, this is pre full-blown sort of hair metal era as well. They look nice boys, though, don't they? So, Hatrik the Beast. Let's check it on, and I can tell you what little I know about this band. The song I'm going to play is called "The Other Side of Crazy," and it's there are 11 tracks in total on this album. They're all fairly short. This is the 5th track on side 2. Which I can't see where it starts. Here we go. Yep. You can hear the end of the last track. This is why I only ever play albums from start to finish. I'm and probably the one ball ache around vinyl is before they play one track. But who wants to play one track on just an album? I certainly don't. Album guy, start to finish. Yeah, very poor DJing skills, I've got to say. Yep, I'm not going to argue with that one either. It's excellent B-list metal. Actually, John, if you're sticking around for a bit, I've got something coming up in maybe around 10 minutes that you will very much recognise. Yeah, Blackout. There's a few good tracks on the album, but that was one of the ones that was stood out. It's worth it just for the pictures on the back. Vocals are a bit. How you going? Lyrics on the other side of the This one's on Roadrunner as well. Jeez, I'm looking for the record to pull away and it's playing. Yeah, more of a gargle than a scream. Certainly vary, don't they? The chorus is quite melodic. That bit not so much. When I got this one, well, I started trying to think. I actually know exactly when I got just about every record in my collection over the last 10 years. But this one cost. This was another 2019 purchase of Discogs. £7.50. This one cost. Probably cost you double now, just through the crazy way that the vinyl's going these days. It's 1985, we've got to have a bit of a shred in there. I'll let him finish. I think it just melts into the last track on the album now. Yeah. So that was Hatrik, classic Roadrunner label. But decent enough. Most of these that I pulled out tonight, I was trying to think, trying to come up with a theme, and the theme was going to be just sort of deeper cuts, 80s metal, but not non-British. I'll do a UK sort of new wave of British heavy metal style, maybe a bit beyond that in a future stream. But I've still messed up, and I've managed to get a British band in here. But I didn't even know they were British, to be honest with you. Right, anyone heard of a Mallet-Head? So a Mallet-Head are this album came out in 1988 actually, and these guys are from Boston in the US, and honestly they're all over the place. I could pick, in terms of the sound style, I could pick almost any song and they all sound kind of completely different on me. There's songs that sound a bit like the Ramones on here. There's one, I think it's the longest one on here, called Jewel, that sounds a bit like Bon Jovi would have done it. You can hear the Cult on here. And there's one called Sick My Duck, which is pretty much hardcore. I'm going to play 2 songs off this album because they're all really short, apart from one that's about 7 or 8 minutes long. And this first one is called Don't Lock Me In. So track 4, again, Roadrunner. It's the Roadrunner show so far. Last track, Don't Lock Me In. Oh, it's only about 1.5 minutes. Two albums apparently, but I've not heard anything again in this one. Is it one? Yeah, it does has a fair share. Mausoleum is one of my favourite labels, just because you know it's going to be something that no other label wanted. But 30, 40 years on, absolute gems. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. So. Let's go shout it. I like that one, but it's really short. I didn't think it was necessarily going to be addictive to the whole album. So let's flip over to side 2 and have a listen to Die For My Soul. This was less than 3 minutes as well, so both together are shorter than some of the songs I'm going to be playing today.
Things don't bother you as much when you're dead.
Alright, Jürgen. Good to see you. Just joined in, you're listening to some Mallet-Head. Second song I'm playing from this one. This one's called Die For My Soul. What do you think about this one? They are a 4-piece. So I literally know nothing about them other than they are from Boston. A place that I visited once. I had a wonderful guide, the Mr. John Bitbot Boom that's in the chat tonight. That must have been 5, 6, 7 years ago now. Hi Kim. Yeah, that song, Sick My Duck, is a hardcore song on this album, so it's really all over the place, musical wise. It's like they didn't really know what they were trying to achieve. Oh yeah, at the time I would have. There's so many bands I just would have said, yeah, not even bothered with rubbish because they just either sounded too much like somebody else or were trying to sound too much like somebody else. But I'm all over them now. Such a taste of Mallet-Head, US kind of hard rock metal, bit of punk in there, a bit of Bon Jovi as well. If that floats your boat. Okay, so now this next one, I'm not gonna tell you who this is to start with. See if I can get it out without actually showing you. But I'm gonna play the opening bit of the opening song and see if you can recognise this riff. There's a bit of an intro to start with. I'll see if I can skip over that, or maybe not. Maybe not. We'll get past this. Here we go. Who's this? Who does that sound like? So when I first heard that, I thought I put the wrong record on. But this is, as Jason was all over, Glory Bells. Look at that cover. That is a cover. This I actually got at some VCLT from John Bitbot Boom on that very same time that I met with him in Boston. And this was actually before. This was what? This was released in 1984. Before Slayer used a very, very similar riff. Let's have it again. This time we'll play the whole song all the way through. This is called Flight Back Home by Glory Bells. But it just... Or maybe Slayer is Glory Bells at the wrong speed. Again, this is a really, really varied... yes, I was going to mention that. There's a song here that's got way too much saxophone. I can't remember which one it is now. Is it Big Thunder? Or was it, no, was it My Life? My Life is a very weird song. Ebbs and flows, this album. There's some good heavy songs on here, and there's some really sort of lightweight and some terrible saxophone interlude in one of them. These guys, though, are from Sweden, and this is their second album. Again, not heard anything else by these guys. I do like this vocal thing. When I don't particularly spin that often, but when I do, I really do enjoy it. Oh. I'd wait until you hear the song with a saxophone on before you spend too much on it. Yeah, they knew how to do it right, didn't they? Do you know what? I obviously never really read this that closely, but the lead singer is actually called Glory North. It's a bit of an interesting name. Hence maybe Glory Bells. Recorded in 1983, released in '84. Have a listen to the song "My Life." You won't get through that whole song of his vocals on that one. Really tries to slow it down, and it really doesn't work. Saxophone. Not for me. Yeah, wise move indeed. This song rips, I do like it. If you ever wondered where Slayer got the inspiration from Raining Blood, now you know. This is good metal for me. Good 80s. There we go. Really, I like the label as well. Simple but effective. This is on SOS Recordings, a label that I've not heard of before. I'm guessing it's I don't know what press it was. Oh, SOS, Sound of Scandinavia Publishing. So it must well be a Swedish press as well. Right into the inner sleeve. Okay, now I am making a pig's ear, putting them back in. Right. But yeah, take one more look at that cover. Century Rendezvous, Glory Bells, 1984 release. Slayer's inspiration, if you like. Glory balls, indeed. It's 8:30 in the morning somewhere, Rod. Welcome aboard. It happens to be 8:30 in the morning where you are, but not here. It's 9:30 at night. It's the perfect time. Okay, from some Swedish to some Spanish. I could do with a help with anybody that knows a little bit of Spanish, because all the lyrics for this one, for Panzer, Salvese, Pueda, I don't know. But the song I'm going to play off this one is called Otan Si, Otan No. I believe it's a song about NATO. If Google is correct. There we go. Mausoleum. Anytime I was in a record shop and I came across a Mausoleum record, I got a little bit excited in many different areas, and I would grab it because I knew it was going to be something the big labels didn't want, but something that I would enjoy. This is the last track. And here we go. So if anyone knows Spanish, if you could just type along, translate the lyrics as we go here, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, again, this is another one right up your street, Thomas, I would say. That's Galones de Plástico is another good song as well. That's one that I'm happily singing away to. Not having a clue what I'm singing about, other than I think it's gallons of plastic, but I don't get what that means. But there we go. No with a sleeve of note and cool cover. That's part of the aim here, is to not just kind of share things I've collected just randomly over the years, people digging or online, but I've not played most of these for a long time. I went through that period of just buying way too much, and now I'm digging through and just getting to know some of these a little bit better. This album is, I'll not say, 1983. It's their second album, maybe 5 in the 80s. This is the only one I have though. So yeah, 1983. It sounds very 1983 as well. And one I have only scratched the surface on. I have to admit. Obus. I don't know Obus. I'm looking at it now. But to someone else, when they don't understand what the lyrics are, actually, when you get used to the song, you find yourself kind of singing along to what you think it is. Got a really kind of rich sound to it as well. I like it. I do have a Baran Rojo album, but it's one of their English speaking ones, unfortunately. I would like to is it Volumen Brutal? I'd like to hear the Spanish version of that though, that'd be cool to get. I think the only other languages I've got in my collection, other than some Spanish, French, and Japanese, I think is probably the only foreign language albums that I have. I'm not in a rush to flip that because it's the last track on the album. As that was Panzer. Great band in terms of the music, and one that I can kind of make up my own lyrics to quite unashamedly. Okay. So, I think most people have probably heard of this band next. They sound a little bit different. They're less sort of classic heavy metal, but I hadn't spun it for a while, so I thought I'd get it out and include it. That's Germany's Zed Yago from over yonder. Palatable pirate metal. female fronted vocals. Let's chuck on what song I'm going to put on. I'm going to put on "Stay the Course." This is actually one of the songs that when I was testing the copyright, make sure the music. Yeah, when I was making sure that the music I was playing tonight wasn't going to get the video blocked, YouTube actually recognised this song as one by Velvet Viper. And Velvet Viper actually Zed Yago revisited with Jutta on vocals, and they've re-recorded the first couple of albums as well. And they're obviously that close a match for the YouTube algorithm to recognise this as the original as the remake. Quite a long album. Jürgen, anytime you're ready to translate that quote at the top, I'd very much appreciate it, mate. Thank you. This is what, from 1988. This is on Steamhammer Records as well. Sorry, does it? I actually prefer their second album to this one. This has got some good stuff. Indeed. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Did you see them on that at all? Yeah, they're doing it under that Velvet Viper name, which are I'm not going to get them because I've got these first two albums. They're in the UK certainly. If you look on eBay, they are fairly cheap to get hold of. Shit. It wasn't the Headless Children tour, like in the 80s, 89 was it? I can't remember when that album came out. Surely you could have nipped out at that age and defied your parents and be a little bit more metal. That'll be the Germanness of it, no doubt. There we go. One way to learn life's little lessons, Jason. Follow your heart, follow the metal. Oh, nice one, Pit's Pistol. Was that as Velvet Viper? I think she's got a great voice. I don't naturally gravitate to a lot of female vocalists in metal. There's obviously the classic ones that like Doro. I like the fact that she's got a little bit of gravel in there as well as being very melodic as well. go. So that was Stay the Course from Over Yonder. Piratey, but without having to put that sort of sea shanty sound on it that certain bands like to do. Right. What do we have next? Flying through these, probably should have picked out a couple more. I think next up we're going to go back to the USA. And in the wrong order. And I love the cover of this album. This is Bloody Six, in the name of blood. Came out in 1985. Swiss band, their only release. Love that logo. And just love that. Got a bit of a Black Sabbath kind of feel to it, hasn't it? But I think I even prefer that one to the Never Say Die cover. This is another one that's on Mausoleum. Probably another fairly cheap find. I'll check about where I got this one from, because I think I might have found this one in the wild. I don't remember. But this song is called Way of the Hunter. Anyone know these guys? See the vocals being a bit hit and miss for some people as well. I don't know much about Crocus beyond sort of the early 80s stuff. But now you don't have to, Jürgen, because I'm playing it for you. Yeah, this is a decent one. But yeah, the song "Fuck the Nation" though is a bit repetitive. You probably guess the three words that make it most lyrics. Yeah, six band members. Peter McTanner, lead vocals. Martin McTanner, guitar and vocals. I'm guessing they're brothers. Yeah, 3 guitarists and drums. It's a good tune. Yeah, definitely. You can hear on that bit there. My kind of heavy metal. Gravelly. Speedy without being obviously speed metal or thrash. Yet. That's your Triple M endorsement. Reggie, you haven't heard what's coming after, Martin? Okay, I've never heard of Headhunter. Is that more of a modern band, or is that also back in the day? Was that you, Jürgen? Were you the seventh bloody six? Do you know what? It's just dawned on me why they call bloody six, because there's 6 bloody members, isn't there? That's the things that you learn when you actually get time to sit back and just spin some records. Yeah, I think it's a classic. It's one of I did a favourite album covers. I showed it around. I really like covers that are just like a single image in the middle, rather than it doesn't have to be a full blown picture. I'm trying to remember where I got this before. This one I found in the wild, or was it an online purchase? It was a Discog. It's actually from the same seller that I got Blackout and Mallet-Head from. Guy on Discogs, I used to buy a lot of stuff from him. I could have probably bought all his metal stuff, because I don't think every time I've looked since he doesn't have anything. There we go. That was Way of the Hunter by a bloody 6. Yeah, that cost me a tenner as well. 2019. Seems to be a lot of these I bought in 2019. That was a kind of a big year for when I was just buying stuff. Too much stuff, really, in hindsight. But you know, I'd rather have it and listen to it now than not be able to get this stuff now, because you know the prices for even this this B-list stuff. And I say B-list in the most respectful way, because I do like having these things that they just never made it. They just weren't good enough back in the day. We're saturated with this kind of metal, but I'm still glad they got those deals on those other labels like Mausoleum, and we get to hear them now, and I love them. Cool, right. What next? Let's have a bit of fact. How can you not like that cover? Nothing says 80s metal. It's an absolutely terrible album title. Okay, the band's called Fact and the album's called As a Matter of ... Another German band. This one came out in 1984. And this is their debut. I think they had 2 albums out in total. And I'm going to put on a song called Make It Real. Mausoleum. Track 3, side 1, Make It Real. Look how young this lad looks. He looks the wrong side of 16, doesn't he? Bit Udo-y. There must be more. There's a thread for you. Yeah, definitely. I like it. I don't mind the odd coin or two. Metal Bunny. I probably would have, if I heard this blind, I would have thinking of accept. why Accept kind of made it, and these guys ended up in Mausoleum. Look at that barn. That's awesome haircut, that. I think this whole album is pretty good. Look at this one. I actually found this one in the wild today on accounts. There used to be a record shop in Edinburgh called Record Shack, and it was SHAK, and it was an absolute gold mine, but unfortunately the owner passed on and the record shop died with him. £8 as well. What was that? 2018. 6 years ago. I missed that shop. That was an awesome shop. Unfortunately, where I live, there's very few record shops now. There used to be 5 or 6, and I'm now down to 1 or 2. There's one that I shop in quite often, but everybody shops there now, so there's slim pickings. And the other one is a really eccentric bloke owns it. It's absolutely rammed from floor to ceiling with records, and he doesn't let you in the shop because it's too hard to find anything. So you've got to tell him what you're looking for, and then he goes on to tell you that you'll find no bargains here. Everything's properly priced, and it kind of really makes you feel welcome. You know, and sometimes you just want to browse. You don't know what you're looking for. You just want to find that thing that you were looking for. It's going to be the best record you bought all day. Oh my god, I cannot believe I never spotted the lack of stashes. That's right. You can forgive Patricia Huff on the end here maybe for not having a tash, but completely inexcusable for the rest of the guys. In fact, I'm never going to play this record again. That's outrageous. Definitely. It's funny, out of all the vocalists that you can find, and I know Udo's quite unique, and he does have his he does have his fans, but I just couldn't imagine anybody wanting to sing like him, to be honest with you. I don't know 3 Inches of Blood. Worth checking out. I don't want to sell records. I want to buy them. I wouldn't want my hobby to be my life. I don't know. Probably work for some people, but that would. I don't know. I don't think that would work for me. Cool. I will check that out. I think the other one. When did the other one come out? I was looking at this. It was the following year, called Without Warning. So, just never seen that one in the wild. Cool. Okie dokie. Right. Given where the state of the planet is at the moment, this one is quite aptly titled. This is World War III by World War III. And this is a band I know very little about as well, other than there are a couple of brothers on this one too. But let's chuck on a song called Red Alert. You can let me know what you think. It's on Axe Killer Records. That's an awesome label as well. Really simple, but I love that record label logo straight through the middle. What song did I say? I said Red Alert, track 3, side 2, World War III. This one rips actually, but the rest of the album's a bit hit and miss, I would say. What are these guys? These guys are from the US, I think. From Temple, Pennsylvania. Another one and done band. If you notice, they've got Gary Hammer on bass, on guitar, sorry, and Dan Hammer, who I can only presume is his brother, on bass guitar. And Gary's nickname is Sledge, so I'm guessing Gary's the older brother because he's got the coolest nickname. But Dan, he hasn't put his nickname down. I mean, once if someone's got Sledge, they're already a Hammer. What possible nickname could Dan have? Maybe unless he has something really derogatory like Rock Hammer, which is that tiny little thing that was used to tunnel out the prison in that famous prison movie. Oh, I can't remember the name of the movie. Sometime in that movie. Shawshank Redemption, that's the one. Yeah, it's decent. This is probably my favourite track on it. So the others I don't think quite live up to this one, but decent. You find everything, Brendan. You got an awesome source of music over in Australia where you are. I think this is another one that's not... It's obscure in that not many people maybe hear them, but again it's obscure because it's very much B-list, but I think I probably bought this one online. Yeah, I got this off Discogs. 2016, oh my god, I bought this 8 years ago. And it would have been a complete blind buy to buy, when, even 8 years ago vinyl was nice and cheap and I could buy splurge a good stack of cash and pick up about 5 or 6 albums in one go. That's very baby at the end, that bit. There we go. That was actually shorter than I thought it would be. It's the trouble when you enjoy the odd song. What I like about doing these streams as well is this is something I would never do normally when I'm at home, is pull out a bunch of records and just play one song at a time off either of them. I say I always play albums from start to finish, so I may only get time to go through 3-4 albums of like a Friday or Saturday night. But this I enjoy doing this, but I don't know if I could see myself doing it without pimping myself on camera like this. Cool. Okay. I've got a couple more left in me, I think. Let's see, 3 more, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go back to Germany again. This was a band I never knew, and it's one again I pretty much bought blind buy. It's a reissue. It popped up on Amazon recently for an insane price. You'd be pleased to hear there are there's at least one Tash on show, John, for this one, so it passes the bar. There we go, bottom right there. Top left is more of a beard, so that doesn't really count, but we have a Tash, a slightly better photo on the back. This is Sudden Death with All or Nothing, originally from 1987, although this is a ZYX. I've got a couple of the ZYX reissues. They always seem to be cheap. I don't pick them up when they're new, but they all seem to come down in price pretty quickly. 2020 reissue, this one. Let's get it on. Let's put on the title track, All or Nothing. You can tell me what you think. the ZYX reissues tend to come with a like a collage, really. I guess they dig out old sort of fanzine articles, get screen captures of like the CDs or labels or tapes, and put it together. So it's kind of, it's a little bit no frills, but there's enough frills to keep me interested. And a really good write-up of usually someone in the band just talk about how the album came together and what they were doing at the time. But these are one and done, or I mean, this is all and then nothing, really, rather than all or nothing. Have a listen. Well. Do you own it then? That's the question. Yeah. Do you know what I guess in hindsight I can see how I'm not ready badly, sure. I'm not ready. It's another Udo, isn't it? Really see why they probably didn't have much of a career after this one, but I like it. I've really got used to it. Alright mate, glad to have you in. Good to see you. You too. Great to see everybody, actually. I say Saturday night is kind of been my go-to because it's easy, but I thought I would see who's about on a Friday night for a change. Yep. Sings in quite a thick accent as well. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a bit of a slow burner for me, so I picked this up. When did I pick this one up? It only cost me about, it was £10 or £12 on Amazon. So it's a bit of a no-brainer for a new reissue. A couple of years ago now, 2022. Yep. Mark 2011. For sure. It's more of a slow burner, though. I say it's not your. It's like you're ripping fast heavy metal, but yeah, it's really grown on me. Oh, I've got the lot, Brendan. I've got I bought a piece of software years ago, and it's been going for years, called Collectors, a Z, and I just update it every couple of years, and pulls all the details down, all the tracks and all the label, the catalogue numbers and stuff, pulls them all down off the internet, and I just go in and stick where I bought it from, how much I paid, and shit like that. I always planned to do a video one time on how I catalogue my collection, which I may well get back to at some point, but I think I've been saying that for about the last 5 years. Do you know what? I'm going to take that as a win, Mike. I honestly am. Nothing has been shit. That is quite a powerful endorsement, so thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Those kind words. Because I know if they were shit, you would have. I'll leave that thought with you as I change the record. I wonder how Mark Tornillo knows how Udo sounds at that point. Right. Okay. Now this is where my plan to show anything but UK releases kind of fell down, because I thought this band for years was actually a Canadian band. Might just be because it's on Banzai, but Maineeaxe and Shout It Out, and yeah, so Banzai, iconic label, but these guys I think are from Yorkshire, and for the life of me I thought they were Canadian. And this is actually the cover was, well, I've since found out the cover was banned in Canada, so the original cover had blood on the teeth, and obviously that was a little bit too much for the poor Canadians out there, and so they gave the teeth a little bit of a polish, but kept the slutty bird in there instead, because that's, you know, that's good taste, obviously, isn't it? I'll show you what they look like in a minute, but before then, I do love that label. I have very few Banzai in my collection. I have totally forgotten what track I'm going to play from this one. It is called, it's called Shout It Out, which is the title track. That's nice and easy. Huh, that's interesting. It doesn't have A and B side on here. It has this side and that side. So being a little late, I was a little confused because I was thinking that would be side A, but it's that side. And actually etched in the run out, it actually says this side and that side. Never knew that. It's amazing. So I didn't know they were British, from England, and I didn't know the etchings were. Told you which side you were on. But there we go. Ooh, sweat. So this is the one UK band I'm going to show tonight. And it's totally sound English as well. I don't know what I was thinking. Completely totally English. Nothing Canadian sounding at all about it. I was hoodwinked for absolute years. There we go. Absolutely. So if anyone knows the dentist that did this, I wouldn't mind seeing it myself, because I do a little bit of work. I actually read that as vaginas to start with. It's getting late, and I apologise. Yeah, unfortunately we're getting near to the end now, Simon, but with the power and beauty of YouTube, you can always go back and check out what I've been playing tonight. I will add some chapter markers on there so you can just jump to any songs if you want to check them out. I just go into a period of self-flagellation and weep in my pillow if I find things cheaper. Well, I don't tend to find things cheaper because I hold out. I know when I get something, I know I'm getting it for good value. I'm a real tight ass when it comes to buying records. I don't know too much Sammy Hagar. I haven't got one of his albums. She, and I'm presuming that is a woman's mouth. Still doing braces though. Not perfect teeth alignment there at all. There we go. So that is that's pretty much it. I've got one more song that I'm planning to play. It's not that one, and then I'm going to call it a night. Nice short, sharp stream. And the last track of the night is this is a US band from Michigan, apparently, and they are called Ded Engine, and this is Hold a Grudge. This chap here down in the corner kind of looks like he might have been fathered by Shane MacGowan, but they do have that metal look, don't they? So they also have that late 80s metal look. This is from 1988. More stuff to show on the back or what have you, but let's check on the last song of the night, and the song is called Termination Day, which is track 4. That's the label. This is on Grudge Records. Are they going anything else on Grudge Records? Let's have a little bit of Termination Day. Termination Day to terminate the stream. Marquis Dessard. This name sounds familiar. I don't know. So is he in another band? Lyrics. Yeah, I've always been looking out for that one, John, but never come across it. It's not the most imaginative cover, is it? Cheers, Rod. I hope you enjoyed your Saturday morning beers with me. Yeah, this is there's a few good ones like this on this album. Maybe I should have picked this album for your that series. Yeah. It would surprise me if this was an expensive one. Let's see, what did I do? I've had this one for a number of years though. Yeah, this is another. So I bought this one in May 2016 on eBay, and it cost me £2.27. I actually bought it as a bundle. Actually, I got this sword metalized and Highly Strung by Chateau, which is a great album. So 3 albums, job lot, £9.05 for. Oh, Axe Nemesis as well, though I never liked Axe Nemesis. I think I sold that one, or gave that as VCLT at some point. The 4 albums for £9.05 in 2016. Those were the days. Cool. A little bit of a crescendo to play us out. Right. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the 12 or 13 songs I threw at you tonight. As I say, once this has had a chance to go onto the video on demand mode on YouTube, I'll put in chapter links so you can check out the songs again. Have a great weekend, everybody, and probably be back in a couple of weeks with another themed stream. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night.